Hey guys, it's me, Deadpool, again! Just kidding, it's me. But, in this video, I will be making a Deadpool costume. Be ready to be so pumped, because it's going to be extremely, amazingly, partially decent. Enjoy the video, guys. Alright guys, just what you saw from that intro, I'm making a Deadpool costume. And one quick thing I would like to get out of the way before I start it is the fact that I am not making this like a how-to video. It's just going to be basically me making it, and you guys can come along on the ride to watch it. And if you want to participate and make your Deadpool costume too, be my guest. But be warned, this is not a how-to video because a lot of stuff I got is local to my area, and I found it really easily, like in flea markets or clothing stores and that kind of stuff. And it's just been lying around my house for a while, and it's just very useful for this kind of stuff. So you might not have some of the products, and I don't want to really worry you guys too much about that. So this is not a how-to video. It's just me making it and you guys coming along on the ride. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's get off the mask. So basically, this is a pretty accurate $15 mask that you can get pretty much at a lot of places, pretty much anywhere, like Spirit and Party City, and it's really good, $15, like I already said, unless I didn't say it. But anyways, it's still a really good one. Looks pretty accurate. Has a couple flaws, like the little patching right here for the eyes and some holes for the nose, but that's really it. And then there's these little Velcro things that hold it together on the back of the neck. But, yeah, whatever. It doesn't really help too much. It mostly stretches against your face really well, which holds it to your head. So, yeah, there's a mask, and it's really good, and that's how I got it. Let's go on to collecting the clothing for the body and that kind of stuff, and see how that works out. Alright, for this part, I'm going to be talking about the clothing that goes on my body, the straps over there, and other things like the socks and the gloves. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, the best material for this is the same mesh material that is on the mask. Same squishy, stretchy material. I can't believe I forgot what it was called. I remembered it earlier. But it's on a lot of costumes. Like that, you know those costumes that cover your entire body as one solid color? That kind of material. But for the t-shirt, you're going to want to get a red long sleeve that covers your body, and it does really well. And like I said, the mesh material ones are the best. But if you don't have it and you just got regular, which it will just be fine. I'm trying not to make this a how-to video, but whatever. So yeah, I just basically did mesh material, that'll work. Or this material, the regular t-shirt material, it'll work. But if you have like some logo on the front, just turn it inside out, and that's what I'm going to be doing for my costume, and it still looks really well. And let's go on to the pants. Just black pants. You're going to want a couple pockets on there, and like some of the belt loop things right here. For carabiners, which you'll need to get red or black carabiners, and you can get those at Dollar Tree. And Dollar Trees are everywhere, so I'm pretty sure you won't have trouble finding them. Alright, socks and gloves. Basically all you need to know is black. And if they fit your hands really well and they're tight. Nice and tight. Don't make it too tight though, because that would be really uncomfortable. Finally, straps. These are going to hold the swords, guns, any additional things you want to add to the costume. And if you have like really bright colored stuff, I'm just probably going to be spray painting this or painting it black. And if you have it so it's on like one side, sorry about that guys, I was just in the middle of a conversation and I had to leave the room for something. But yeah, back to what I was saying. If it has some bright color, non-black color on one side of the strap, just flip it over and just try and hide it as best you can. Or just, if it really bugs you, just paint it black, spray paint it black, whatever. But the most common strap color I would say is black. And I have a lot of them that are just like regular solid black, but not as good as like stuff like this that will cover the entire body and help hold up the swords along with their sheaths. So let's go on to the next segment, which will be talking about the sword sheaths. And not only we're going to be talking about the sword sheaths, but we're also going to be talking about the boots as well. Alright, so these are wooden sword sheaths that I got at a farmer's market, flea market. And nothing really much to talk about them, just that they're made of wood and have cloth strap material, which is pretty nice. These, I don't believe, are in any other area. They might be, I'm not sure. I don't know where the seller got these, but I just found them and they were cheap. And I just took about 2 of them and wrapped them in duct tape. Pretty nice. And then I spray painted the duct tape black, so it would make a good sword, one big swords sheath, I should say, plural, because there's 2 swords. And that will be going on the back, held up by the straps. Then here are the boots. And basically all you need to know is some tough looking boots that are black. Getting more style points. Lots of zippers, lots of flashiness, something that looks like, hey, I want to be showy or whatever. Makes you look like a real soldier, mercenary kind of guy. So black boots. And let's go talk about those knee pads. So 2 of the knee pads I'm going to be using as shoulder pads, and the other 2 are going to be actual knee pads. And I spray painted them with some red spray paint, obviously. They were originally gray, but they turned out really great. And I know it's weird using knee pads as shoulder pads, and they don't really work well. I suggest getting, if you're going to do this, get actual shoulder pads and then spray paint them red if they're not already red. And they'll turn out well. Ooh, and one quick thing, if you are also going to get them, get black with some easy sprayable color on here, so you can spray it well and it looks like a really nice color showing up like that. And if you get like little scratch marks or whatever on it, it makes it look more cooler and more old-fashioned, authentic, like you've been in battle and that kind of stuff, so it makes the costume look a lot more realistic. Don't try to make it look like you're trying to show scratch marks, because that could end up bad, but scratch marks, don't worry if you get them, they'll help. And yeah, I just got these at a Harbor Freight tool store, and they were really cheap. I would say about $3-4, can't remember exactly, but and I got 2 of them in one pack, and I bought like a couple of them because I thought it was just a good idea. Plus, I already had a gift card, and they work really well, except not really well as shoulder pads because they keep slipping. They're nice. Alright, let's go talk about the guns and what you're going to be using for those. Alright, as we all know, Deadpool uses guns. And let's talk about the guns for the costume, because you're going to want to use them. So there are 2 types of guns you're going to use for this costume. One are the safety guns, just in case you're going to go in public or anything like that. And 2 are the realism guns. So, the safety guns is what I suggest for pretty much any of the time, because if you're new just in a Deadpool costume, you are probably gonna go in public or something like that. So red coloring, non-black colored guns that don't look like real guns is probably the best way to go, because people won't get scared and won't think you're actually holding real guns. Plus, they match the costume. And then black. Black makes the costume look a lot more realistic. And what I use for it is airsoft guns, and they still have the orange tip, but some people may not notice that because it's such a small bit of the gun, a small portion of the gun. But it does make the costume look more realistic, which is the scary part. But like I said, go with the red guns. All right. let's go into a quick time lapse of how I spray painted it and that kind of stuff. And after that, we're going to go into the final outlook of the costume.